All right. What is up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of the Zaxiom Livecast. This is going to be a new series on this channel where I live stream a podcast and just basically just talk about things that I'm interested in. So, we're going to start with talking about the Invincible finale from last week. Oh my god, was it so cool. Like, honestly, I don't think it could have ended better. Like, so we got Mark finally descending into killing people who screw with his family. And we've got the conquest fight was amazing, I gotta say. And the ambiguity of whether or not he's alive at the end of the episode, that's pretty cool. Like, we don't know if he's alive or dead, if he was gonna wake up or not, but we do know. We think that he might be alive. Cecil kind of implies it, but that's kind of just what is happening in Invincible right now. I love Invincible so much, by the way. Yeah, that's just kind of things that I've been thinking about lately, and like, well, I'm gonna look up Invincible online. I'm just like scrolling down on the Wikipedia page just so I can like reread this. I probably should have done this before stream. So okay, so yeah, Conquest is comatose. He's not dead, and he was voiced by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who played Negan in The Walking Dead. Now, if you guys don't, I forgot to turn off the start. Wrong input. There we go. Okay, so I forgot to turn off the starting soon text, but that's okay. Those of you watching on Spotify after the fact of this being streamed will not know what that means. But so basically on YouTube where I'm streaming this is the I put up starting soon text, so that way the people watching live will know whether or not the stream has started. And I forgot to turn it off when I unmuted my mic. Luckily, I only noticed a couple minutes in, so it's not a big deal. But anyway, so and like Oliver and stuff, the stuff with him, I think Oliver's a cool character. I don't know about you guys. I need some water. Give me a second. Okay. Anyway, so I think Oliver's a cool concept and a cool character. So I'm glad to have seen him take part in the final fight of season 3. And also, one thing I thought was kind of weird was Rudy changing his name to Rex because Rex died. So, yeah, so Rexplode obviously was killed in the battle. He sacrificed himself to kill an Invincible variant during the Invincible War. And basically, he just like... I don't really want to describe how he died because I might get flagged if I do. So I'm not going to. But basically what happened there was after he died, the character of Rudy, aka Robot, who had already cloned himself in Rex's image in season 1 to get himself a new body. But basically he changed his name from Rudy to Rex in Rex's honor, I guess. But I feel like that's kind of weird, though. Like, you already took his body. Why do you need to take his name, too? But I guess it makes sense considering how in Season 2, I think the Season 2 finale, the older alternate Eve called the person in the robot suit Rex. When I watched that episode for the first time, I didn't know that Rex died. And I thought that was just Rex having taken up Rudy's mantle. And then I learned that Rex died, and actually it was Rudy who had just taken his name, and I thought, that's kind of weird. Anyway, so also the return of Damien Darkblood at the very end of the episode, that was pretty cool. So, yeah, and the Angstrom Levy stuff was also pretty cool, in my opinion. So, yeah, I don't know. I love the multiverse as a concept. It may be overused, but I love it. So, Angstrom Levy is like a really cool character to me, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's just kind of what I thought of the Invincible finale. So now let's move on to my next topic of my podcast, which is Epic the Musical, which is something that I've gotten really into over the past week. And, like, basically, if you don't know what it was created by this guy named Jorge Rivera Perens. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I don't really know. But for the sake of this, we're going to call him Jay because that's what he goes by. So this guy, Jay, he created Epic the Musical, which is a sung-through adaptation of Homer's The Odyssey, which is an ancient Greek poem. I actually have a copy of it behind me. I'm not going to go get it because, one, you guys can't see it, and two, there's no point because it's across the room and there'll be a lot of dead silence. So, yeah, and I've been learning as I've been on podcasts that you do not want dead silence on podcasts. I know I kind of blanked. Sorry about that, you guys. Anyway, I know I kind of blanked out on sound for a little while. I think I need water after that. Give me a second. Yeah, I usually have co-hosts when I'm on podcasts, so I usually have the time to drink water because I'm having somebody else talking, but I'm the only one on this podcast right now, so I'm the only one who can really talk. So, yeah. Anyway, I love Epic. I'm really loving, like, the songs that I have been listening to nonstop. And if you guys don't know how this is formatted, it's not like a staged musical or anything. It's a series of concept albums that have been, like, released over the past, like, 2 years. And, yeah, so it's not staged. I think they're working on a staged adaptation, but I'm not entirely sure what they're working on because I just started following it a week ago. And at this point, our production on the concept albums has already ended. So it's unfortunate that I won't be able to take part in listening to the new albums every time they come out. But that's okay because I love what I can listen to now. So, yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts on that. It's like, this is probably going to be a 10-minute episode because I've got very little to talk about. But once I can, like, get guests on here and stuff and be able to talk about way more, I'll be able to have better episodes. Hopefully next week I can get a guest. I don't know that many people in the YouTube space, so it probably will be one of my friends and not, like, somebody you guys would know. But other than that, yeah, if only I had friends in the YouTube space that, like, were still YouTubers, because, like, I had friends in the YouTube space. My friend AJ used to be a YouTuber. He's not so much anymore, but, yeah, so he says he keeps saying he wants to come back, but he just doesn't have the time, so that's unfortunate. But I'm sorry, AJ, if you're listening to this, but, like, I'm okay with you doing your own thing. I just want to be clear on that. I don't know, I'm just pointing that out. I'm pretty much the only one standing left of all my friends who were YouTubers from, like, 2020, because I've got nobody left who's still creating content from that era, or even from, like, the last couple years. I'm literally the only one left who's still, like, doing anything. So, at least I think. I don't really know. Cubium, actually, he's still making content. Formerly known as Extremer XTR and Ultron64. If you guys know who I'm talking about, he'll probably get mad at me for saying those names, but he used to go by those names. he was on a couple of my servers, actually. He's going to be on a new one that I'm working on. So that should hopefully come out soon. I am still doing Minecraft stuff, by the way. I am not quitting Minecraft. I will never quit Minecraft. I'm just done making the videos. I'm just going to stream on my other channel. So if you want to subscribe to that, go subscribe at Zaxiom Gaming. Link will be on my channel somewhere. But anyway, so that's just kind of what I've been thinking about lately with that. And also, I wanted to talk about some Lego sets because I love Lego. And I want to talk about some things that I've been building and have got recently. So behind me, actually, you guys can't see it because this is an audio podcast. But behind me is the Spider-Verse Lego set, which came out at the beginning of this year. And the whole thing with that, it kind of sucks as a Lego set for $50, but it's cool enough. It's got what I need. And I'm gonna expand on it and like turn it into a modular at some point in the future. So that's pretty cool. And I'm actually currently building a Lego city, which is also behind me. So there's that. But yeah. And also I'm currently building the Lego X Mansion, the Marvel modular from 2024. And I'm hoping to get that done within like the next couple of weeks. So that way I can hopefully go to the Lego store and buy the Avengers Tower and complete the Marvel Modulars collection. The only thing is I'm still thinking about whether or not I want to add the X-Mansion into my city or not. Because if I add it into the city, it's probably going to be all Marvel Modulars. And I'm not really sure if I want that. Because I want to add other things into the city too. But I don't really know. I'm still thinking about it. I'll figure it out hopefully soon. I don't think I'm going to put it in. I think I'm going to put it on a shelf somewhere. But the Avengers Tower is definitely going in there. There's no question about that. I am putting the Avengers Tower in my city. And I've already got the Daily Bugle. I've already got the Sanctum. I'm going to put the Avengers Tower in there. And I think it's going to be Oscorp is the modular for this year. So when that comes out in probably November or this summer or whenever, I'm going to buy that, and I'm going to build it, and I'm going to put it in my city. I think it's Oscorp. I don't know if I already said that or not. So, yeah. I'm also hoping to get more modulars at some point in the future, because I do love the modulars, and I want to build them and put them in my city. So, hopefully that's going to be cool and stuff. So, yeah, I don't really have anything else to talk about. So, I think I'm going to end the podcast here. And I am going to start working on the edited version of the podcast and send it over to Spotify. So, yeah, hopefully it will be on Spotify by the end of tonight. But otherwise, that's going to be it. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.